Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my channel. I'm Bye Money. I was trying to say something else, but my brain just froze. Welcome to my channel. I'm Bye Money, and thanks for joining. This is the main stream. We just finished the pre-market show, so glad that you guys could join. Good morning, guys. Indie Scalper, good morning. Hansman, good morning. Good to see you too, Avatar. Good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Today, we don't have a promo anymore, but we do have 50% off resets until next Monday. We also have news today at 10 o'clock, so please be aware. Always check the news. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's weird. It's weird now that there's no more 90% off. We're back to just a regular promo, which is 50% off. And that seems like it's pretty much permanent at this point. Use BBM50 for 50% off Apex evals. But we do also have 50% off resets right now, all resets. So that's really nice, especially if you have the larger account sizes. You get a better bang for your buck for the larger account sizes because you're able to reset for the same price as any other account, but you get a more expensive product. You get to reset a more expensive product. So for those who like the larger accounts, this is especially good for you, but still good for anyone, especially with this week with so many news items, such as 10 o'clock today. We had JOLTS job openings, and that means that at 10 o'clock, we could chop around until 10, and when 10 hits, we may get some big volatility. Who knows? We can let price action help us here. The market has been interesting. So we got two bull bars ending, pretty bullish, ending near a high above the 20 May. Some people may go always in long here, just like this. Two bull bars and then always in long. People are just always in long. Buy, and they're probably trying to either come out break even at the double top here now. For those who, let's say, bought maybe this high here, maybe come out break even, not sure. But, when you start seeing this, it's kind of like, once you see this, it starts moving down, two legs down, comes up, another push down. You may want to come out break even, but, it's very choppy, very hard to tell what's going to happen. We have two strong bull bars, but no follow through now. We have a pause bar, and the pause bar breaks to the downside. This would be potentially bullish if we have a reversal and break a previous candle's high at this point, making a lower high setup. Typically, when you have a break of trend, looking for a new high, which a new high has already been created. The new high is typically created with two legs. you know, you usually look something like this. This would feel more comfortable, in my opinion, and more natural if this were to happen. But who knows? Who knows? $10,000 tick chart. We are pretty much around the previous day's close. Didn't move much. We had a little push upwards and a big push down, but really around the previous day's close. 2,000 tick chart, we're in a spike in channel situation, and typically spike in channels are reversal patterns. So you get spike channel, and then it typically means that it will reverse, but who knows? It can break to the downside. I have seen that. I have seen it break down to the side where the slope pointing the channel, the direction that the channel is pointing. I've seen it break on that side before. I have seen that. So it could be possible, but more likely it's gonna break to the upside here. When we say more likely, it might be like 51% to 49%. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Dante, good morning. J.E.'s, good morning. Rosales, good morning. Richard Harris, good morning. Shayek, good morning. Hugh, good morning. I'm sure they'll have a sale for Memorial Day. Possibly. It makes sense. Bill 7, good morning. Make sure you scalp that like button. Appreciate the reminder for the rest of the pandas. The Hambone says, good morning. Hey, is your trade copier working this morning? You know what, pandas? I actually, other members in the pre-market show expressed that their trade copier was a little wonky today. Let us know if you're having trouble and if it's resolved or not. And if it is, what did you do to resolve it? I'm not having trouble. I hope I'm not having trouble. I almost want to just double check here. Yeah, my trade copier is working fine. So I don't know what's happening, but my trade copier is working fine. I just tested it and on another chart to see if it would copy my trades, and it seems like it. First says desktop assistant getting a connection error. Process of Replicanto is fine. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. That's a bummer though, because trade copier is clutch. It's necessary. What kind of day do I think it might be today? I actually don't know. I actually don't know here. I'm slight pullback. New high already created. It could reverse here, to be honest, but man, I mean, these two strong bull bars are so convincing that we're gonna really push higher. First time we get a moving average gap in a while. Ever since here, which was last month. It's the first time we traded underneath the 20 MA, made a gap, showing like a little weakness, a little kink in the armor here, perhaps. Roberto from Chile, welcome. A lot of you guys think it might be a bull trend day today. Interesting. Rohit says, I can't log in NinjaTrader, it won't go past the Apex authorization service. That is interesting, huh? I don't want to like exit because I'm already in. I feel like since I'm in, like everything's good. But for those who are trying to get in now, it seems like it might be a little difficult. I think it's unusual, especially if you have been able to log in and then all of a sudden you can't. So, Lucasaurus, good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. What kind of day is it gonna be today? Man, I don't know. This one's tough. I mean, currently we're in a downtrend, so it is what it is. Patrick R says, once you have PA accounts, do you have to pay any data or brokerage fees? No, you do not. Market's about to open in 1 minute. Cast your votes, cast your votes. It's pretty break even. I hope we get some movement today, pandas. I really do. The price action in the last couple openings have been so terrible. Let's get some good price action today, pandas, yeah? I'm gonna be a little, if we get some good movement, I may be a little more aggressive in my trading here. We do have news at 10, correct? Iron Cruise is right. We do have news, Jolt's job openings. Markets will open in 5 seconds. Market just opened and there's virtually no movement whatsoever. Dylan says, can your funded account go inactive if you don't use it for a while? Actually, I do not know. I don't think so. As long as you're paying the fees, I don't see why it would. Jancy says, so with Apex, you have no commission fees. No, you do have commission fees. You do have a gap on the 5-minute chart. 5 minute, there's a gap created. Why is there a gap on my 5-minute chart? Ooh, look at this head and shoulders looking thing. Why is there a gap on my 5-minute chart? Because my 5-minute chart only has regular trading hours. Okay, we're pushing down here now. So we got a spike channel, and like I mentioned, this could break down to the side of the direction of the channel, which is what it's doing now. I've seen it, and it is what it is. It's more typical it breaks to the other side of the direction, but here it breaks to the downside. So I guess we're in a downtrend, pandas. So we can look for a second entry short here if we want. Indy says, ta-da, that little push down just passed 5 evals for me. Guess I'll have some PAs to trade next week. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Let us know. Let me put a poll up. Let me see your preferences. Chris asks, what does this yellow box mean? This means it's a perfect scalp. That means it went exactly 2 points. My scalp setting on the indicator is 2 points. So it went exactly 2 points and then reverse, showing that this is a trap. It's a perfect scalp trap. We went down, completely stalled out. Second entry short here. It's a teeny little second entry short. Kind of hard to trade. But it is a second entry short. A, B, C. Amazing. Little baby second entry short right there. Too far away from 20 May for me. But it is an entry. It's a second entry if you want to take it. Also a little congested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. And they're all dojis. Either with 0 tick body or 1 tick body. Obi asks, what about the purple box? Purple box means there are traps. It doesn't even go 2 points. So you have this move down, 2 legs down, and then reversal, second entry long, and it doesn't even go 2 points and reverses a trap trade. I like to highlight the traps because they're such high probability trades. And also, if you get a lot of traps like this, it means you're choppy. Very choppy. $10,000 tick chart hitting the 240 SMA here, as you can see. It's been a while since we've been here. We haven't touched a 240 SMA since April 27th.
10,000 tick trap.
And it's the first time touching it, so. Will we bounce off of it? Who knows? JC asks, do you have a video all about the pullback? Yes, if you go to www.twoleggedpullback.com, you can go to the tutorial section and it goes over all of the features of the indicator. Also, there's a free trial, so you can test it out if you want before purchasing. Okay, completely sideways chop here. It does seem bearish still. Because on the 5-minute chart we have a decent bear bar and we're in the wick. So it seems like we're going to try to break down here. And also test a 240 SMA on the 5-minute chart. Let's see. Trap trade may be triggering on the 10,000 tick. No entries for me yet. Okay, outside bar reversal on the 10,000 tick chart. Seems like most of you guys like the lifetime fee. It kind of makes sense, especially if you're using like 50K accounts. For me, I guess it depends. You know, 50K accounts is actually the ones I don't, or I don't pay the fee because it's like, I don't expect my 50K accounts to last very long sometimes. I'm typically more aggressive. Even on PA accounts, I'm pretty aggressive on my 50K accounts. Just because I need to get the level of the PA account to at least $5,000 profit. For me, if I can't get it to that level, it's like it's very hard for me to trade. So for me, I'd rather just trade aggressively, kind of get lucky, get it to 5,000, and then from there just trade safely. But because
10,000
of
tick
that, I
trap.
typically actually don't pay the monthly fee, or I usually pay the monthly fee for that, which is like might seem a little counterintuitive because it's cheaper. Like the lifetime fee, if you think about it, it's like 2 months worth of monthly fees, and you can have a lifetime fee for it. But because like, you know, I have such high turnover, but also at the same time, yeah, I mean that's just me though. For me, it's like I have to have $5,000 at least in margin to trade E-minis comfortably. So for me, it's like, well, if that's the case, I might as well try to get these above 5,000, and I do that when I do that by trading a little more aggressive. So my 50K accounts, I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them hit the grave. Let's just say that. Kellyanne is in the house. Good morning. I think seems like the trade copier is having an issue. It's just weird that it's an Apex issue. You would think it's a, well, I guess it is an Apex issue, yes, because they're the ones who own the trade copier. I would probably email. Yeah, email. I guess you email support at Apex. Don't email me, please. If you email me, I will ban you for life. At least with this issue. Obi asks, how many contracts would I trade on the 150K account to pass evaluation? I believe for me, when it comes to evals, I trade super aggressive. You know, if I were gonna just do it comfortably over some time, like, you know, a week's time, then probably up to like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10. But if I'm gonna do like a news, I would trade max. Second entry short. Whoo-wee. Man, we've been so choppy, but underneath the 20 MA. Man. Don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the price action right now. Man.
10,000 tick trap.
Second entry short does trigger. I think we're in a downtrend, but I just don't like this. What can I say? It's just we're so choppy here. I feel like we come back into this chop, but we're also underneath the 20 MA, so you have good reason to go short here. I just don't like the price action right now, which is super choppy, and we're kind of in this chop still. So I'm sitting on my pause here, especially news at 10 o'clock. It's a decent bear bar. Keep going lower here. If I get a retracement. I can't take this trade. I can't do it. Because if it retraces and fills me, it's probably going to reverse. And I do not like being any reversals. So it does reverse here. Doesn't actually scalp you out yet. But the lower high maybe is a better trade take. But man, that is... price action is just so choppy. Michael asked, is this 10 o'clock going to be like a make or break trade? Make or break news event? I don't think so, but it could be. It could be. I personally think tomorrow, the 10 o'clock news is going to be large. It's going to be big. The ISM. That's what I think. I think it may be even larger than the FOMC. Who knows? It could be. They both could be large. But for me, I think if you're waiting for like a big news event to trade, I will wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. So, but the nice thing is, like, it doesn't really matter if it's today or tomorrow, because most likely you probably need to trade, right, some micros. You need to have more trading days under your eval anyway, so you can just trade a micro today, just let the the day pass, and tomorrow have a little more assurance that the news events tomorrow are going to be large, are going to be big. We got Fed funds rate, we got FOMC, we have FOMC speaking at 2:30. It's just a lot. We have the ISM at 10 o'clock. It's gonna be wild, I think, tomorrow. Actually, is it 10 o'clock or 8:30? Let me double check. I believe it's 10. Yeah, 10 o'clock ISM services. FOMC at 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2:30. FOMC may give it some nice volatility. So we have news at 10. I was gonna go short here, but like I mentioned, I hate when my trades reverse, and just felt like it was too close. Okay, so lower high. Interesting. I would come out break even by now. Like if I went short here and I saw this reverse, I'd come break even right there with this move down. It's a good signal bar for a lower high setup. So I understand if if you're tempted to go short here, it makes sense. But I feel like at this point, we're going a bit sideways, but we're also underneath the 20 MA. So you got some bearishness, you got some trading action, trading range, price action. You got both of them happening simultaneously at the moment. Second entry short, perhaps. Well, it's a second entry long first. Micro triple top currently showing here. This might be a good trade to go long, but better trade is to wait for the trap trade. We have a spike in channel, and notice it's an overshoot of the channel. We get an overshoot, which may lead to, sorry, we have an undershoot, which may lead to an overshoot to the other side. And that happens often. Breakout mode, 5-minute chart. Would you take the second entry short here, pandas? ABC, I just put a poll up for you guys. ABC, second entry short off the 20 MA in a downtrend. Would you take this? 5-minute chart showing OII pattern means breakout mode, means if you break the high or low of this candle, that's the direction that the traders think it may go. Second entry short here. We do have this overshoot that may lead to an sorry, I keep saying we have this undershoot that may lead to an overshoot here, or an overshoot to this side to an overshoot to the other side. Market like symmetry, so that may happen. Decent signal bar to go short. Risk is also very small, So if you like the downtrend here, this could be a decent trade to take. It's very small risk. It's about a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio here. Doesn't quite trigger the second entry short. Gives you a micro triple bottom. Market, there is news at 10 o'clock, so we could chop around here. Okay, we're pushing up now. May lead to that overshoot. Undershoot to an overshoot. Richard Harris says there was a second entry short here that was a no-brainer, but now he is changing his mind, saying skipping now, don't take it, which is really good. You know, that's what you should do. Every bar gives you new information, and so if you get another bar that goes against your premise, hey, cancel your trade, forget it.
10,000 tick trap.
We do have the second entry short. It does trigger here, and a lot of you guys say no here. Still OII pattern on the 5-minute chart, but most of you guys says no. Let every bar, you know, you cannot be stubborn. You have to let every bar give you new information and come to grips with reality here.
10,000 tick trap.
The second entry short does trigger a nice entry bar. You can come with a retracement if it allows you, but this is very choppy at the moment. It's really going sideways, if anything. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate your support there. It's very choppy. 5-minute chart showing an OII pattern. And now, which way will it break out? Basically, it's creating a triangle here. So which side of the triangle? Typically, it goes the same direction it went the original trend. So you have higher chances it's going down than up. At least a little bit. It might reverse, but you have a chance that this breaks down. Higher chance of it breaking down. News in about 9 minutes. Okay, lower high setup here. Just so much sideways movement here, but still having a tough time, right? Getting above the 20 MA. We had one close above the 20 MA. Maybe consider this one, but pretty much one close above 20 MA and many bars, like 20 plus bars. So I understand if you think this is bearish still. We do break the OII pattern to the downside on the 5-minute chart. Right, we break the low of the previous candle, showing that we're breaking it down to the downside. Let's see if it's a successful breakdown. It's not a setup I'm going to trade right now, mainly because we're too choppy on the 2000 tick, and we have news coming up in about what 9 minutes, 8 minutes here, and so I will sit on my pause and just expect this to go sideways. And the reason I sit on my pause when I expect it to go sideways is because if it goes sideways, you really don't know how many legs down it's going to have, how many legs up it's going to have. You don't know when it's going to reverse. It's just a little 250-50. You could trade, go long here and have a wide stop loss and just hope for the best. But to me, it's just not worth the risk. Okay, it's dripping. It's dripping to the downside. It looks like a decent move down here, actually. It looks like it might create a decent move down here. I was thinking it might create some symmetry with an undershoot to an overshoot, but it attempts it, but doesn't really do it. Yeah, I think the market these days, I'm not sure if you just started trading or not, but man, the market has not been kind, especially to newer traders. If you are just beginning trading and you're finding yourself having a hard time, you are actually that's very regular because even for people who are been seasoned, I would say they would say this market has been very tough. Um, so don't feel like you're terrible because you're having a hard time in this market. The openings have been very choppy, and we're like in a news-driven market where the market basically doesn't move until news hits. It's super frustrating, but at least it kind of tells you, where you can anticipate some volatility. We may get some volatility here at 10 o'clock, but even then, it might just give us like a couple bars of volatility and then might turn into chop. It's very tough to say. Daily chart is showing a bearish bar. Yeah, I would say maybe like last year and many years before then, um, the market just, two or three second entry longs you'll see on stream. Here, I'm lucky if I get one decent one. Sometimes, like some days, like there are so many second entries. But hey, good thing we have Big Mama in our back pocket for markets like this. Hugh mentions there are tons of trades but other strategies. Yep, I won't deny that. That's definitely true. I would say though the price action still has been very choppy. Like I don't think there's any denying that this is choppy at the open. Right at 9:30, we've been going sideways. And if your strategy takes advantage of choppiness, then yes, that's nice. But yeah, I don't know. That's maybe I should just be practicing trading and chop, limit order, limit order trades. I think it's a good strategy to have. Something in your back pocket. Say, okay, like this market's gonna be choppy. Let's have a strategy for that. We're pushing down, making new low of day. So we're pushing down. It might seem like okay, we're getting choppy, but this is showing quite some bearishness here, because we're continue to make new lows a day. And every single bar on the 5-minute chart has been bearish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars of bearishness. Notice we're at the 240 SMA now. The last time we touched this was April 27th, a couple days ago, last week. So we're now at the 240 SMA, and we bounce off here, but let's see. We are in a downtrend though. That is for certain. Now will the downtrend reverse? I'm not sure, but we are certainly in a downtrend. Locke says Panda doesn't take kindly to other strategies. That's not true. I don't think I've ever said that. I respect all strategies. If you make money, you make money, and you know, I would say like another strategy I would like look deeply into is probably supply demand. I think there's something there, and it kind of goes along with a lot of price action because you can detect supply and demand with price action. So I feel like it's not too far off. We have something similar to that with basically gaps. We call them gaps here, but um, you know, Richard asks, you ever journal and snapshot your screens? I used to a lot, but not as much these days, to be honest. I should get back to that. What's your thoughts on ICT? ICT sucks. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't done. I just know they have propulsion blocks, and apparently we trade them here often. Propulsion. We're about to get a propulsion block at 10 o'clock in about 1 minute. Propulsion block enjoyer. Is that like what you put on your Tinder profile or something? Iron Cruise, I gave. Oh, interesting. I hope she learned a lot. GC Burke says supply and demand is just support and resistance. The thing about support resistance is that it's very difficult to know when you have accurate support resistance lines. I think supply and demand just helps you find more accurate ones. So yeah, I mean, I guess, yep, that's a way to put it.
10,000 tick trap.
All right, news has dropped. 10 o'clock. And seems like a dud to me. Not much happening. Michael asks Panda, what's your Tinder? I never use Tinder. I never use an online dating service. I found Miss Panda the old-fashioned way. Hunted her down, sprayed my pheromones, and Mrs. Panda couldn't resist. Sprayed my pheromones on some bamboo, and lo and behold, found Miss Panda. Alright, crew, should I show my P&L on my Tinder? Will that attract women or repulse them? Repulsion block.
10,000 tick trap.
I don't want to repulsion block them anyways. Dante Matthews. Yeah, we did the old-fashioned way where we got caught by a zoo and we had to mate in a cage. That is how I met Mrs. Panda. I know it looks kind of choppy, but we keep making new lows of day, showing that this is a pretty strong downtrend right now. Legitimate, every single bar on the 5-minute has been bearish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 bars bearish here. Incredible. It's tough to trade though. I don't know entries really, but it might be one of those kind of just always in short. Michelle, I met my husband the normal way. StarCraft. That is actually it's really cute actually. That's every man's dream, to find their woman through gaming. Man, I love StarCraft. I really love StarCraft. I never got to StarCraft 2, but StarCraft and the expansion, Brood War, that was... I cannot tell you... I would have gone to Harvard if I didn't play StarCraft, I would have gone to Harvard. If I studied as hard as I played StarCraft, I would have gone into Harvard. Let's just say that. The time I wasted, the amount of but I mean, wasted is a subjective. The amount of fun I had, let's say, playing StarCraft as a teenager is just. It was a big part of my childhood. It's amazing. I wish I could do what is it? Show me the money. Show me the money was the StarCraft money cheat. I wish I could do that. Basically, Apex is show me the money cheat code. We actually tested the top of this channel here. Very interesting. Makes me think if I should just include it like this now at this point where the market doesn't seem like it wants to create any type of symmetry here. Instead, it just wants to keep pushing down. Oh, you guys are mean. You guys would be like allies and then backstab each other. I remember I used to like ally like the enemy team and then secretly put in a bunch of like lurkers in their base, and then once I have them all planted, I would unally them, and then they'll just like destroy the base in like 1 second. News was Jolt's job openings. It didn't really move the market, at least in the news, but it seems like we're getting a clear direction to the downside here. It's pretty incredible. No entries though. Okay. I mean, we have this channel here. I feel like it's pretty accurate, and now we're hitting the bottom of the channel again. We come to test the top of the channel, come back to the bottom of it, and now we're gonna break down the channel. This is very bearish, but no entries. It's more bearish than you probably think it is right now. Five-minute chart, every single bar has been bearish. It's basically sell the close. Always in short, strong bear bar, follow through here. 10,000 tick chart. Wow. I mean, this is very rare for this to happen, but it's happening. And no entries, unfortunately. And the sad part is, once we finally get a second entry short, it'll probably be too late in trend, and it'll probably trap you. That's kind of the market we've been in these days. But I'm interested in second entry short if I do see one. Big move down. We are just not crashing, but man, this is bearish. Come back to the 20 EMA to retest it, perhaps. Coming back into our blue box here that we've drawn by hand. I would maybe adjust it here. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably here. Probably say we're back in our blue box at this point. Wow. I mean, I, I don't know, pandas. I'm not taking this trap trade here. I can tell we're in a downtrend. I just don't know when to enter in. But pandas, let me mention something here. I mentioned this was an OII pattern. OII means outside, inside, inside. That means this is an outside bar. That means the range of this bar, it completely engulfs the next candle. And the I inside bar means that this candle is completely inside the range of the previous candle. And I again, this range is completely inside the range of the previous candle. So OII pattern, outside, inside, inside pattern. And that means breakout mode. And I mentioned whichever side it breaks, as in if it ever breaks the previous candle's extreme low or high, that's the direction most likely it will go. And so we had to push down, and then so I said most likely this will go to the downside because of it, we continued the original trend. So we went down, original trend is down, we had breakout mode, we break to the downside, and now we see we have probably a measured move starting to form here of some sort. And usually in the breakout, but you can say maybe in the highest point of the pullback, we have some sort of measured move trying to be made here, in my opinion. But you know, I mentioned this OI pattern. This is an Al Brooks setup, and this is a yeah, that's how Al Brooks probably would have traded that. But we don't trade that setup here. All right, seems like the trade copier is back up and running. That's good news. Jeez, I mean, it's like, hey, which direction is the market going? I think everyone can say it's going down. The sad part is, well, when do you enter? Hard to say. Like, you know the direction, but you don't know when to enter. Like, you can technically enter with a big stop loss and just keep selling until you feel like no longer it's doing that. I'm just getting rid of my channel here at this point because we're just going down here. I think I have to readjust my channel at this point. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, my channel's like this. It's just a weird channel at this point. Extend it to the right. See what happens here. Sell anything and everything. That's the strategy today right now. And it's very rare for this to happen, right? It's just not like very common to be like, all right, I'm just selling everything and it should work. That's not what you expect typically, but it is working now. This is very uncommon thing to happen. And I mentioned that because I'm not ready, like I wasn't ready for it, and nor do I feel like there was a setup to even get into it. So it is what it is. The best setup was probably on the 5-minute chart. Every single bar on the 5-minute chart has been bearish so far today. We're about to reach that measured move. Yeah, measured move. Maybe I could even use this. That small pullback, we'll use that here. Daily chart, previous day's low. Maybe test a 20 EMA today. What a move down, incredible. This is why I got rid of my channel, because we're creating basically another channel like this. It's a small pullback bear trend, and you never go long in this. You just never go long. Not doesn't mean you have to go short, but you just never really go long here. Notice there's no pandas as well. 5-minute chart, 99.999% chance we will touch the 20 MA sometime today. It could go sideways and 20 MA can catch up to it, or we can get up to it. Who knows? Pandas, for those who don't know, right now there is a promo for Apex. 50% off all resets on Apex here. And it's timely because you know, if a lot of you guys took advantage of the 90% off, you guys probably have a lot of accounts stocked up, and so that means that if you do blow them, you can reset them for just 50% off the Apex reset fee, which is what, around $40 or some. Never go long on a small pullback trend. Small pullback bull trend or bear trend. Never go the opposite direction of a small pullback. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible move that we're seeing the 5-minute chart. Unpredictable in my opinion. This is not something I'll be like, all right, I'm definitely going short here. Look at this. Like, it's not something I could predict. I'm sure there are traders who could have predicted this, but it's not, it's not like I did predict perhaps a, OII pattern here. It could break to the downside. Also small risk if you were to take that trade, because your stop loss would just be on the other side of the breakout side. So you could have held this, and that could be a strategy, but that's not what we're trading here. I did mention it though before it happened. And I also mentioned we were a lot bearish than you think, because we kept going, making new lows a day. And even though it felt sideways, we were a lot bearish than probably a lot of people felt. Incredible move downward, melting. We are melting. I just need an entry, pandas. These are all first entries, nothing for me to get into, and like far away from 20 MA. By the time it gets to the 20 MA, it's probably already overextended, downtrend done. So it's a dangerous second entry short to take. But unfortunately, that might be all we get. That's the scraps we get here. Measure move almost hit to the tick here. As you can see, missed it by about 2-3 ticks. Quite a large move. Incredible. In fact, if I adjust this correctly, make it very accurate, actually might be already to the tick. Yep, to the tick. We made that measure move and we're done with that measure move. Doesn't mean we can't keep going down, but that's where you see this little move up where people are taking their profits at the end of that bar, recognizing that measure move being hit. Hugh is in a 23-point runner. Let's go, baby. Hey, congratulations. I wish I was in that runner with you, but really had no setups. Which is unfortunate. No second entry shorts along this entire downtrend. And the only second shorts I got were very ugly. Terrible signal bar, completely sideways. Can't take that second short. But that's the one that really gets you. Michael Cheek, squeeze your cheeks together. Live up to your name. Dante says this is for him. Hey, thanks for joining. See you next time. We are just watching this. We may get a second entry short here, pandas. Let me ask you guys, what would you guys do in this situation? May get a second entry short here. A, B, C. Sorry, pandas, just reloaded my historical. Second entry short here. Would you take it, pandas? First touch off the 20 MA on a very strong downtrend. Strong bull bar leading up to the 20 MA.
10,000 tick trap.
Second entry short. Probably too late in trend. Coming off that measure move. But you gotta take it off the 20 EMA on a strong downtrend. I just gotta attempt it. I have to try here. I don't love it, pandas, and I recognize that this could reverse on me. Could be like a V bottom, some sort of situation. But on a strong downtrend, off the 20 EMA with a decent signal bar where the risk is not large, it's 2.5 points, almost a 1-to-1 risk reward. I just gotta try it. I gotta try it. I don't love it, but I'm gonna try it here. I really don't love it. I don't love it, but it might work out. Don't do that. Don't even think about it. Touched it, tapped it, just tickled my target. Hasn't filled me yet. I'm ready though. It looks good. Let's go, baby. Easy money. So late in trend. You gotta hate that. So late in trend. Undershoot of this channel. First break of this channel, thinking maybe new low. The only reason why I really felt like I'd take that is because we're in such a strong downtrend as the first attempt. Second entry short. And it doesn't always work out like that, but it does work out this time. So it's not necessarily the best trade. I didn't love it, but it is a second entry short off the 20 EMA here. And hey, I scalped out, so pandas. Hey, oh, what does that mean? Pandas.
10,000 tick trap.
Pandas. Pandas. Guess what? Guess what, pandas? I hate to break it to you, but the top left of your screen, take a look. Just take a gander. Guess who is officially profitable? I am a profitable trader here. By every definition, I am a profitable trader. Woo! All right, we got a runner here, pandas. Hey, I'll play along. If you want to give me a runner, I'll take it. I just don't know how far it's gonna go on so late in trend. You're thinking there might be a strong pullback, and I may just want to come out here, but I'll play. I'm game. Did I pass? I passed the break-even mark. That's what I passed. I am officially a profitable trader, pandas. You guys are officially watching the most profitable trader verified on YouTube. I could say that because no one else is verified, and also you don't know if anyone is actually truly profitable. I am truly profitable. We're in a run here, pandas. Let's go, baby. Super Saiyan mode. Push. Getting a decent push down here. I almost want to protect my profits at 5 points here. Oh boy. I'm gonna protect my profits at 5 points. I'm just too scared. I just want to protect my profits here, pandas. All right, pandas. I'm protecting my profits there. How painful is it the moment you take your profits? It just gives you an extra $200 you could have made if I just waited for 1 second. Pandas, this is what trading is about. You looking opportunity in the face and missing it completely. The one time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take. I usually say no matter what, I'm coming out on a stop loss. But for some reason, I just felt like we're so late in trend. Let me just take my profits. I would be happy with it, and it just gives you an extra 5 points, basically 10-point swing. Pandas, I am the best trader ever. I'm just saying. I'm trying to relate to you guys. Like, I hope you guys understand that I'm doing this So I can feel like what it feels like to be one of you guys. You know, if I were trading alone, I would definitely have caught all this. But because I want to relate to you guys as much as possible, this is why I'm trading like this. This is why I traded like that. But Panda, still, I am the most profitable trader you probably have ever seen on YouTube, streaming live. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Verified profitable streamer. Hey, I could be up $1. I'm still profitable. It's amazing that this account has not even yet been busted. Imagine how many accounts have been busted on your side. You know, if you're saying, man, Panda's only made $300, just imagine. Think about how many accounts you've busted in the time I've been streaming, and just know that no matter what, if you've busted, that even if I made $1 in green, that I am technically doing better. And imagine doing that to all the other streamers out there. Verified profitable trader. Pandas, welcome to my channel. It might be my next thumbnail. Verified profitable trader on YouTube. That might be my next thumbnail. Kyle Luber is 100% correct. Overconfidence is the precursor to disaster. Man. I'm like, all right, I'll just protect my profits, and boom, just burst down. Of course, I'm being pretty sarcastic here, but at the same time, not really. I mean, what I'm saying is based, but I'm being a little sarcastic because it's a little silly to celebrate that much just to be up around $300 for how long I've been on these accounts. Wow, but what a move down, Pandas. Truly. We're about to touch a 20 EMA here. I want to see if we bounce off of it. We're going to it so sharply. I just feel like we have more to go down. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's absolutely incredible. Second entry short here. Do I like it? No. But I want to say profitable. Let's just say that. Let me enjoy my profitability a little bit here, Pandas. Hope you guys understand. I gotta make the thumbnail. 100% verified profitable trader on YouTube. I wouldn't be lying, and I wouldn't be lying. It'll definitely be, clickbaity, but I wouldn't be lying technically. Goodness. 5-minute chart may finally be seeing a pullback. This may be exhaustion bar, but man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bear bars in a row on the 5-minute chart. Measure move hit as well. Plus burst through it a little bit. We may go further down, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a small pullback or at least some sideways movement here. Maybe the Jolt's job opening actually eventually does really move the market. It's just not in a volatile way. Right here is where Jolt's job opening triggered,
10,000
and
tick
it was
trap.
a very decisive direction after that. So we've got a second entry short here again.
10,000 tick trap.
Risk is very teeny for to take that trade. It's better. You have a better than 1-to-1 risk reward ratio at that point. May trap. I'm setting my pause here. I'm definitely not taking the trap. This is too strong of a downtrend. We're beneath the 20 MA. So I'm skipping this trap. That is for certain. Wow. I mean, that's quite a move. Trap almost triggered, but didn't. Saved by one tick. That is an incredible move. Look at the 5-minute chart. This is so rare to see. So rare to see. I was not expecting that. All right. Hey, the second entry short works out for you. Small risk, but it gives you a nice reward here. Wow. Yep, second entry short fills. Wow. What a move. Imagine being in this runner still. How foolish do I feel? It's like about a 20-point runner almost at this point. We got in at 49. Whoa. No. Okay, yeah, about 15-point runner. 15-point runner here. You're just like not expecting the runner to go so far on a so late in trend in an undershoot of this channel. Wowzers. Wow. No, I mean, was not expecting that. What can I say, pandas? The market can really do whatever it wants. Absolutely incredible. It's another downtrend here. You see a breaker trend here at this point. Just imagine if you're like going if you're going long and you kept scaling in here, you would have been busted big time, big time. That's why money management is so important. You can prevent yourself from busting your accounts. That's probably the most important thing. Once you can learn how not to bust your accounts, that is like you're in a good position. You're in a good position, and I know like maybe a lot of you guys are like, hey, buy money, only up $370 on this account. I think what the value is that I'm preventing myself from getting busted. I'm preventing my accounts getting busted here. And that is saying a lot. That is saying a lot. It truly is. It's saying a lot to prevent yourself from getting busted. Especially with the market conditions that have been here, just terrible. So far we had 2 second entry shorts here that worked out for us nicely on this downtrend. It's just a matter of time until the 5-minute touches the 20 MA. I cannot remember the last time at the open you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, potentially 13 bars in a row that have been bearish. Very rare for that to happen. I mean, at least you get some mix of bars, but I do not remember the last time we had such an opening. I really, maybe here we got 1, 2, even this has 1, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like even in this sequence here, it's not even all bullish. It's a mix. Goodness gracious. This is incredible. It just keeps going down, makes new lows a day. Wow, every push. Incredible, pandas. Very rare day for this to happen. And in a sense, like if you miss this move, it's okay because this is rare. And it's like, since you missed this move, next time you get something similar in the beginning and this doesn't happen, which is a more likely thing, you'll be safe. But because this is the more rare situation, I feel like it's okay to miss these.
10,000 tick trap.
Especially if you're thinking a longevity of trading. It's okay to miss the rare moves. Because what you're focusing on is getting the moves that are typical. It's okay to miss rare ones. Potentially another second entry short here. Let me enjoy my green being profitable. Let me enjoy it, pandas. Also, don't forget 50% off all resets. No code required. Second entry short here. It's getting a little bit choppy. We're still underneath the 20 MA very clearly. Outside bar reversal, skipping it. Skip it. Huh. Scalps out anyways. Incredible. Who cares? Every second entry short is working out in your favor at this point, even outside bar reversals. Goodness gracious. Made a new low of day already. Again, another bear bar on the 5-minute chart. And typically when things like this happen, it doesn't just reverse. If anything, it'll turn to a trading range. So what people are so confident in now at this point is they're just selling everything. Sell, 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 sell. And they start to seeing hints of possibly reversal. It will typically go sideways and they'll probably have an opportunity to come out break even. That's what a lot of traders are trying to do. Second short does trigger here officially. That's what a lot of people in the 5-minute are doing. They said, we don't care, we're just gonna keep going short. And if we ever feel the other way about it, we can come out break even. Some people need days like this. That's all they need. Days like this to make all the money they need like in a year. Some people, that's all they need. They're looking for a day like this where all their losses and everything is okay, because when they have a day like this, it makes more than enough money. But again, days like this, when's the last time you saw a day like this? It's been, I would say, several weeks. Several weeks. Incredible. Daily chart going through the 20 EMA at this point. Wow. I mean, this just shows how strong this trading range was. Going top of the range back to the bottom of the trading range on this blue box here. Yikes. I was not expecting that. You know, 2 strong bull bars you're expecting, but we do make that new high. Typically, we have one more leg up, but this time, this doesn't happen. It reverses. Yikes. We're clearly underneath the 20 EMA on the daily chart now at this point. That's an incredible move. Incredible move. I think it already blew through the expected move of the week. Yeah, I think it destroyed the expected move. If you guys don't know Theo Trade, I'd recommend, I like Theo Trade. Theo Trade, basically they use the options market. If you guys know anything about gambling, and you ever look at the point spread and wonder how in the world does Las Vegas know you know, the spread so accurately. Like at the end of the game, the spreads are so close to what actually happens. You're wondering like it must be sorcery. Actually, at the end, what it is just it's actually just either math psychology or game theory. But basically, when you get that many people betting on something, you kind of get like an accurate result. Like basically, they're just showing you what the books are showing in terms of the odds, in terms of how people are betting, and basically using that same idea, but with the options market. And TheoTrade has done that well. They basically create expected moves based on all of the trades and orders in the options market, and they created spreads, basically what they call expected move. And the expected move is what they think the market is saying according to the options market of how far the e-mini will move within 1 week, and they call it expected move. So I actually respect that a lot. It's a statistical way to look at the market, but I really do appreciate. It makes sense to me. So if it makes sense and I find it reasonable, then you know I typically like it. So, oh, jeez, this is not common. This is very rare. And I think in a sense, since this happened today, it may happen again tomorrow. You do have huge news tomorrow, and we may get one of these another big moves. Like today, we may get this huge bear bar. Tomorrow, we may get a huge bull bar. Really, anything like imagine this strong bear bar. Look at this bull bar. It's bigger than the bear bar here.
10,000 tick trap.
And it's like in this market, really any of these things can happen. We got another second entry short here. Do I have the brass to be able to take the second entry short? Do I have what it takes? Pandas, will you take a second entry short in this area? A, B, C. Bad signal bar, but small, not too large. Decent size. Decent risk reward there. So far, every single second short has worked out in your favor in this downtrend. It's been so strong. It's a terrible signal bar. I mean, you gotta have some dignity. Can you go short on that kind of signal bar? Again, the risk is decent. 2.5 points to 2-point reward.
10,000 tick trap.
The risk, the reason why I'm skipping this is because the signal bar is bad, but the risk was decent. I'm glad I skipped it because I'd be sweating right now. It almost reversed immediately. It's not looking good if you're short here. It's very bad now. It does trigger the trap and you got stopped out. So this is why I skipped this one, because this could have happened here. And it happens down here instead, so you get stopped. I'm not going long here though, pandas. Like I'm just not going long until I see clear evidence we have reversed. We may get another attempt to a short here. I like this attempt more. I'll take this attempt. It is pushing back up though, currently. But I like the second attempt with the failed trap. I like it better. So we're in a downtrend. Failed trap. It's a double trap at this point. The signal bar looks ugly. I most likely will skip it. And I may lose my profitable status after this trade. I don't like that signal bar. That's a signal bar now. I'm skip it. It's a small risk, but the signal bar shape is very terrible for a short trade. At this point, we have 4 bars overlapping, and I'm skipping any trade now at this point. We're letting the market just reveal a little bit. I think it's getting a little confused here. It did trap. So basically, short traders, they lost money here. And the shorts are now no longer making money. They're kind of like probably skittish to enter in. Ooh, but it's just 5 candles overlapping at this point. Hard to tell what's going to happen. It could be a decent short trade, and it makes sense you want to go short here. But at the same time, right, the risk is not very large either. But at the same time, it's just too many bars overlapping throughout the 20 MA. Not saying you can't make a short, but I've let's just say if you lose this trade, you have no one to blame but yourself because you saw the signs, right? You're able to see the signs of it.
$10,000 tick trap.
Decent move down. It does work out in your favor eventually. So taking this short here made sense, I guess, at the end, because you do... Actually, you don't scalp out yet. You're still in Trap City. But with a nice looking bear bar like that, you're expecting it to fill you. You're expecting it to fill you. You'll scalp out. Notice where it balances. It balances basically where you enter. So people who missed this move, they came with a retracement right there, got filled, and now they are in this scalp here. Right? They came in with a retracement. That's what you saw there, the price action. You still actually just made a micro double bottom at the 2-point scalp mark. You may get trapped here still. You're still in Trap City, in my opinion. Again, micro double top at that point where people missed this move. They said, okay, retracement. People saw this move, missed it, retracement, re-entered here with limit orders. And this is why you're seeing these wicks here. So you're seeing some the intentions of the bears here. I'm not in this trade, but I'm just reading the price action as I see it. Eventually, it looks like it's gonna get you your scalp, but who knows? Still hasn't gotten your scalp yet, but very close to. Okay, absolute scalp made. So congratulations to those who did that short. Second entry short does fail here, but it's a third entry that does work out for you. Basically, it's still second entry short, chain of second entries, but if you want to count it all the way, this is a third entry. Okay, pandas, with that being said, I think we did well here. Let me go over my one trade I took, and we'll call it a day. Push down, just amazing. We saw the bearishness with the 5-minute chart, especially the OII pattern here, and it finally breaks down, and strong push down that really looks back. And with that move being strong, we entered the second entry short here off the 20 EMA, and with a little runner here, and yeah, it's just a second with a good signal bar, second short off the 20 EMA on a downtrend. That's all that is. It's pretty textbook, but at the same time, we felt like it was a little overextended, and at the that could have reversed here. And if it does reverse, it reverses. I actually didn't love it because I've been in this situation where the market moves very sharply one way, and then I try to take the first second entry, which actually happened. I believe it happened yesterday, and something similar to this, but this one does work out, and with a nice runner, you're basically in a runner still this entire time if you had held it. But oh man, yours truly. Usually I'm pretty good with my runners, and I trade them the same every time, but I just basically wanted to get out, secure my profits there. So that was my one trade. Just an incredible move down. 5-minute chart, the first bar that's not a bear bar, it's a doji bar, so it's not bear or bullish, but it's the first one that's non-bear. Incredible move down. I just feel like it's one of those days where if you do come back to the 20 EMA, you probably have a limit order to sell on the 20 EMA, 20 plus bars beneath the 20 EMA. So the first test of 20 EMA typically is a bounce off of it, and I probably will have a setup of something like that near the 20 EMA when it gets closer to today. But pandas, hey, with that being said, hope everyone trade well. Hope everyone sticks to the plan. And it's okay. It's okay if you miss this move. There's plenty of trades, plenty of days. You got a lifetime of trading, and I missed a move, but I'm okay with it just because I like to trade what I feel like is a higher probability. So it is what it is. Pandas, stick to the plan. Trade safe, everyone. Tomorrow, remember, there is news tomorrow. Big news. And we'll be trading it live here. And 8:15 is I believe some farm data. 9 or 10 o'clock is the ISM numbers, which could be a huge move. It could be a make or break your account type trade or news event. And also FOMC tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So please be aware of all of that, pandas. And yep, don't get stuck in that. And yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9:15 for the mainstream, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. And Trade safe. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.